How you doing, guys? I didn't really have the energy, to be honest, to do this video or to speak, but I just wanted to speak to people, and maybe this might be the last time I think I speak on this particular situation. But I was like, you know what, I have to let people know what's going on. Because ever since I did the I did the GoFundMe, obviously with a very positive reception, uh, which is which I can appreciate from everybody. Um, of it was simple for me. I had a plan, and I had let me say this. I had an idea of what I wanted to go ahead and do. That was obviously first time was to okay after my research, it looks like with the type of cancer I had or I have, you can say it's like okay, bone cancer very difficult, comes from the chest, stage 4 bone cancer. Um, saw a few videos, saw a few advertisements. You can go do cyber knife, which is the one I wanted to go to Turkey to do. But unfortunately, uh, the first blow was I was waiting at first for my medical records, which I got, we did 4 days ago, but I also got letters weeks ago. The first one was Cyberknife is sort of radiation. So I have done radiation twice as a cancer patient. So I have already done radiation twice. It means that according to the doctors, when I speak to them, they're saying you cannot do radiation again. So basically, if I knew about Cyberknife, what I was fundraising for at first, I could have gone and done Cyberknife as my first radiation. But I did radiation in Ireland, so did it twice last year and this year. So Cyberknife is out of the it was out of the way. Obviously, that's what I understood. That's what I understand. They say you can't do more radiation to your body. It means you're going to damage your body. Yes, this is advanced radiation, but we want to take part. So that was sort of the first block I had whilst we were fundraising. Cyberknife is available in Germany. It's available in America. So that is Turkey. So those were the places I was thinking of going. But then, okay, Cyberknife is out of the way. And then I started talking to another doctor in Turkey. And I had a meeting with him as it weeks ago. And a very, very nice individual. Like he was not negative at all. Um, Same thing. As soon as you give them your files, you give them your documents. Uh, Basically, he told me he's like, I can't do anything for you at this moment in time until you get another scan. Basically, he's like, uh, if you are doing a treatment right now, um, we want to see the response from your current treatment. That's the treatment in Ireland they're giving me. So they're like, we want to see the response. Then when we see the response, I'll be able to help you from there. He was very honest. He was not like, I have had issues, like I'll talk about them in a few minutes. I've had issues with scams, like scams from agencies, where you find out it's a scam, uh, scams from Twitter. You know what I mean? Like as soon as obviously you put yourself out there saying, oh, you're sick, it looks like there's people who scam. I'll talk about in a few minutes the whole reason why I wrote that message, that I'm a bit disappointed. Then I've had mental breakdowns then, because I keep getting disappointed, because I keep saying, even with money available, and when I approach some of the doctors, it seems like they are still saying, "Oh, look, there's really nothing we can do for you." Um, that's more better, because there's people who go and do certain things. they go do things that like the last resort. Let's say, for instance, you are told you've got 2 months left, so you go do something that's like a last resort. Those are there, but obviously doctors will only do that if you push it. But it's also yourself putting your life at risk. So basically, you're putting yourself at risk. I can be how I am right now and go do some of those procedures, and then it gets worse because you must understand, I have done 1 year of chemo, and I've already had damage to my body. Like if I was looking at my files, you can also see the damage of my liver, my damage of some of the functions of my organs, due to the fact that I have been put through strong radiation. I have been put through chemo. Like I don't blame the doctors. It's part of what you're supposed to do. But I'm saying there's treatments, but I think you can tell from some of the doctors by telling you that, oh, we have to see how things are. I think it's sort of telling you that, oh, it's until a last resort. You push it saying, oh, this is what I want, then we go ahead. But the guy from Turkey, I respect him because he did just tell me that, look, your next scan, send me your next scan because I'm supposed to get a scan in 3 months. Um, then obviously that's left. Um, I have then that's the new then the good news I had was the Germany thing. I was looking at the doctor because I'm in a group, I'm in a cancer group, and then everybody keeps talking about a doctor who sort of is a miracle worker. And I searched the doctor. Obviously, when you're desperate in times like this, I searched the doctor, but I was linked through to an agency. So I was like, okay, maybe this doctor, it works through this agency. And that's the time when I posted, I was like, happy days, I might be going to Germany, um, which I'm still in the process of. Then I went through an agency. Then I was like, you know what, if you have to go through an agency, I'm pretty sure everybody goes through an agent. And everything was great. And then somebody from my cancer group was like, why are you going through an agency? You can contact the hospital right away. And this is where it goes, where it's scary, because if you look at reviews, sometimes on the internet, people say, oh, my son went there looking healthy and they came back and then they died after a few days. Or my son went this place and they became worse. That's what I found out recently because I was too excited to go, but not knowing that obviously the agency will not care, regardless what condition you are. They just want to make a quick buck. So that's what happened to me. That's why Friday I had a bit of a mental breakdown, and I obviously I was on a few streams still smiling, trying to put a smile on, but I think that was the worst breakdown I've ever had because I had like a fog in my head, like I could see fog, you could see foggy. And then when I looked at things, there were I had to go, I think I had to go to the doctor, an appointment. I went to the doctor on Tuesday, um so that they could at least give me something just to help me out with my like mental stress. Because what's breaking me the most is, I think the truth sometimes as a person. You do know the truth that uh, I have a very difficult diagnosis. Like this cancer that I have, and where it is right now, it's difficult. And obviously, as a person, sometimes uh, you it's difficult for you to accept. Like it's difficult for you to accept that, oh, maybe there's nothing that can be done here. Like it's difficult for everybody to accept that, saying there's nothing can be done. All I can do is start preparing myself for something that's not great. But obviously, as people, when you have a daughter, a family, you try to fight through. That's basically what I think I've been trying to do. But as I said, it's been disappointing, and this is what I wanted to tell people, because as positive as all the support I've had, it's just been disappointment. I've had to wait for a month to get my medical records, but everybody, all the hospitals who were waiting for the medical reports, not majority of them have answered back. And the ones that have answered back, there hasn't been like a positive answer back. It's either, okay, we wait for this long. But now the recent issue that I have now is I was dealing with an agency and I found out, oh, the agency was charging more than the doctor charges. So basically, they gave me a quotation. They sent me like a sort of a quote of how much my treatment. I was supposed to go to Germany for 5 days, and obviously my mom is here in Dublin, and we were preparing for everything, getting ready to go to Germany, and then we found out that, oh, the doctor doesn't charge that much. So the agency was basically, sorry, the agency was basically um, taking an amount on top of what we obviously we're supposed to pay there. Basically, they were saying, "Oh, this is how much you're gonna pay for your treatment. Your That's excluding flights. That's excluding hotel." Then what's worse is when I finally contacted the hospital straight, like directly, um, the people in the group referred me to a lady who helps people for free to get to the doctor. Basically, sort of a person who connects you. She's not like an agent. She's just somebody who does it from a group of a cancer group where I'm in. Um, when I had a meeting with her, my jaw dropped, realizing that I could have gone to Germany unprepared, and basically something bad could have happened to me. But obviously, the agency or the agent couldn't. This agent company, they couldn't care at all because they just want to do business. I don't know how they managed to push to the hospital where the hospital agrees. I don't know if they show the right documents, because where I'm getting at is when I had a meeting with this lady, she told me that, look, this is the procedure. When you go to Germany, this is the procedure. They're going to do this. Uh, you're going to, you're going to be, this is how you're going to do. This is what they're going to do to you. This is how many trips you can go. This is how much it costs. But when she looked at my bloods and liver, which I've said for the past 2 years, I've been doing chemo. So basically, I have been pumped with a lot of chemicals. And as healthy I might look right now, last year, obviously, I lost my hair. And last year, I looked more sick. But now I look like, oh, he's in recovery. But that's the thing. As I said, a lot of people will say, oh, but my husband looked healthy. My wife looked healthy, but when they went there, they became worse. It's not about how you look inside. It's outside. It's about the inside. Because when she explained to me how my bloods are, that my level of stuff is not that great, especially my liver. That's very important when you have to pump chemicals in somebody. Um, my liver is struggling right now as we speak. It's struggling, and he said, if I would advise you, because this is an advanced treatment where it's more powerful, I would not advise you to go to Germany right now unprepared. He says, like, every patient before they go there, when they speak to me, even when they speak to the hospital, you have to prepare. Basically, the agency, people like who use like these agencies, they don't care. So basically, they will send you there. It's up to you. So basically, I was going to go on a trip unprepared, basically with maybe not the best blood work. Because if you compare my blood work from months ago and you compare my blood work from now, it looks like I have taken so much damage, and especially my liver doesn't look great. It's not even I even went on Google myself and checked. It's a bit above uh, what it's supposed to be. Uh, so basically, like I would go. She told me that it's up to you. by the way, but she didn't stop me. She's like, it's up to you as a patient. You have the right to say, I will still go in this condition if I want, and go ahead and do the treatment. Um, and also, then she says there is a way we can try before you go. Prepare yourself. First of all, she spoke about trying to detox. She said you can detox your liver. She said you have to try detox. You can do this procedure. Then these few weeks, we can check your bloods again. Check your bloods if it's improving anything. We have to check your magnesium level. We have to check your calcium level because you've got cancer that's attacking your bones. Um, we have to check everything that by the time you're leaving in this trip, uh, you look you're more have you have an ability to fight more. And this is where I thought for a minute that I was too eager to do something, and I have just been not saved, but because you never know what happens, because it's a risk either way when you go somewhere. But I was too eager to go uh, to Germany or go elsewhere and get treatment. In my head, I had no, I think, thought of saying, what if I'm not 100% to receive an advanced treatment? Because I've already been receiving treatment, which is, oh, yes, it's also very strong, but now we're going double stronger from that, as she said herself. So that's where I am, and that's how it's been, and that's what's been crushing me a lot, because I desperately, every time I sit down, every day I sit down, I sit in the house, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Um, I don't even know when, like, this, because first of all, I think I have told people, and people have already heard this. First of all, when the cancer goes to your bone, there's no cure. So there's no cure. So that's the first thing. So the treatment is basically to sort of prolong your life, extend your life, sort of give you a better thing. I have a treatment right now that they're trying in Ireland. Uh, that's maybe why the doctor in Turkey told me to check if this one is working first, so he can see where he can work from. So there, it's been difficult. It's been difficult. As I said, even though the fact I've been doing YouTube videos, it's been difficult. And I know a lot of people are rooting for me, which I appreciate. And a lot of people are supporting me. I even have a fundraising that's going to be done on the 3rd of May by my ex-employee. Um, and which is appreciated, but that's where I am right now, guys. So I I don't know. As I said, I've been given a procedure to prepare myself before I go for treatment to Germany. I don't know how long it's gonna take for your liver to detox. I don't know if anybody is a doctor in there. How long does it take for somebody to detox the liver, get themselves in? Obviously, they also talked. Obviously, I've lost weight, but they also said I have to keep myself fit. Um, to be honest with you, I haven't really, since I left the gym, I haven't really been doing a lot of exercising. Um, Most of the weight I'm losing, I think, is just the fact of being depressed and sitting on the computers, waiting for consultations with doctors, looking at treatments, Googling treatments, watching people with the same situation, um, watching people looking for miracles, watching somebody who maybe has had worse situation and see how have they survived this. But that's what I wanted to tell guys, that I just wanted to give you an update that uh, Germany is where I'm going. But as I said, I've been told by the consultant that I have to fix my bloods. Uh, she said, get your bloods correct before you do this, because she's like, it will be like nothing you've ever done before. Like, it's very strong stuff. That's what she said. Uh, Basically, it's just a procedure that I think the chemo is put straight into the tumors. So it's sort of hard stuff. But at least as I said, uh, if you think about it, paying the hospital straight than paying an agent, it will be much easier for me. But anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if I will until I've already booked. I've already booked another blood test for blood tests, and I've already been sent a few things to sort of detox my liver, and I've been told what sort of diet to be on before I go to Germany, um, what sort of foods to eat, just to make sure that I'm in a certain condition when I get there. Um, Obviously, my mom is here, but she's at my brother's house, but she will be here. But as I said, mentally, all this has been difficult. As I said, I have been smiling, but I can't lie that this has been very difficult for me. And I've been praying every day, hoping that maybe uh, someday I will wake up and then they will say, oh, it's not cancer, it's not with you anymore. Um, but it's hard. It's hard, and you know what? Like some people have been honest with me. Like they've I know some people like you might think maybe they're being evil to you, but some people have just been honest with me, uh, told me about people in similar situations and how it is. But that's it for me, guys. And I'll possibly be seeing you with on the streams because at the moment I'm not working, as I said, so I have to keep my mind busy. But that's it anyway. My mom and my brother, regardless they me waiting for Germany and doing all this, they're still searching for places. As I said, I can't do the reason why I couldn't do the CyberKnife. You can't apparently you can't put I can't receive radiation anymore. So my radiation days are done. So that treatment that could have been at the beginning could have been one of the best treatments to get. That's out of the way. Even the doctor here, she won't sign off on that. She was already advised me that no, and the doctors from elsewhere, if they see the files, don't want to sign off on it because I think it's sort of something they can't do. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for the support. I just wanted to give you an update. Obviously, enjoy the FA Cup. Uh, Let me not doom your whole day. Um, if anything, when I get my we'll see. When my bloods are 100%, my liver is stronger. I'll let you know because everything is done. We're done. We've already done the visa process. Visa to Germany has already been done. It's just a matter of me uh, being healthy enough to go and take the treatment. But I appreciate all of you guys, and I appreciate all the guys who've been supporting, and I appreciate all the guys who have supported the GoFundMe, um, and all the people who've sent me messages, and all the people in the chat, or all the people watching. Um, look after yourselves.